Hello, hello, hello. Give me a second. I didn't force us onto Facebook because I could tell that it wasn't going to go out there on its own. I'm able to kind of tell now, but it's just a pain because now I've got to force it on there. And then it's even later. It takes even longer for it to get out to the book. But anyways. Oh, I have my earbud in and I can hear myself in my ear. That was not the business. Be quiet, Sue. Stop laughing at me. Sue, I so have to tell you something. Oh my gosh, I meant to message you, but I got busy and I will message you after this or message me so I can remember to tell you because, it's just a peach. You're going to love this one. So, anyways, hi, Sue. Hi, Angela. Good morning, Brioni. Hi, Treese. Hi, Guadalupe. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the tornado state of California. Did you know? I don't know where I live. I could have swore I lived where there was sun and blue skies and not having to worry about Dorothy and Toto floating through the air. My gardener, when he was just here the other day, he just took out the tumbleweed that was here from the last time. Anyways, I digress. I've been doing that a lot lately. I've been counting to 10 a lot lately. Hi, Mac. Hi, Miss Linda. Hi, Laveda. Hi, Barbara Ross. Hi, Sheila. How's everybody doing? Oh my goodness gracious. Are you going to get the LeBlanc mold? That was the message I seen. Hi, Nancy. Can you ask me what mold you're looking for? Because I didn't recognize what came across my screen, and I haven't gotten a chance to look in my messages, but it wasn't a mold that I recognized, so I'm not even sure. So can you put it in here and let me know what it was that you're looking for? I know it's a LeBlanc mold, but I'm thinking maybe there was like a weird like spell check thing that happened to you when you typed the name. So Seawall. Who's Seawall? I should know this probably. Hi, Diane Dunkelman. Hi, Miss Edie. Troy. So yeah, let me wait for her to do that. But meanwhile, while I am waiting for her to do that, we do have a restock finally of the pendant molds. So these came in yesterday. And then we do have the houses 1 and 2 back in stock. So if you missed out on those, Deborah, golly, I know you've been on the tube before on my channel, and anyways, hi Deborah, how's my girl doing? So the pendants, houses 1 and 2 are back in stock in the store. Some of you were waiting for the pendants, and if you would have signed up for the notify me when it's back in stock, you would have gotten notified as soon as I changed the quantity yesterday. I didn't post about it because I seen 1,000,002 other people posting about it, and I was pretty sure you guys were probably sick of seeing them, so I figured I would just tell you when I got on today. Any hoot nanny, if I'm out of breath, it's because I have a brace on and it's squeezing the life out of me because everything hurts. Everything hurts, but it's okay. We will move on. So, of course, you guys were most of you guys were a part of the release for Lynne on Saturday. But I have yet got to play with them, and I have had these fun papers in my possession for a while now, and I have been wanting to play with them, but I, of course, had to wait. Well, I didn't really have to wait, but I did wait. So, hi, Charlotte. So, how are you? So, we're going to play with them. If you missed on Saturday, you missed out. Lynne's been using them. I love them so very much. And I am excited to do something with them today. So we are going to use something that I have not used in a very long time, some stone paper. And I'm going to show you some things that I have in mind for this paper. I kind of shot myself in the foot because I waited so long to do something with this. So it's okay. I think we're all kind of on the same wavelength. But yeah, so let's get my desk on the screen. Hi, Sandy Truitt. Hi, Cindy Truitt. Hi, Debbie. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Just me, being me. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. It's funny you asked the pendant mold. So it did autocorrect you. So yes, the pendant mold is back. It did autocorrect you. If you look at your message, Nancy, it autocorrect you. And I was like, man, I don't know if I'm going to get that mold because I don't know what that mold is. And then I kind of felt a little dumb because I was like, should I have been needing? I'm trying to breathe. I can't. It's squeezing me. It's funny you asked about my hand because it's been so cold. My hand is bothering me. And Lord only knows where my brace is. Okay. So here's my idea. I want to use stone paper. In case you don't know what Stamperia stone paper is, it is paper that is like basically indestructible. You guys have seen me use this on like aprons because I use grommets and I would punch through the grommets in order to decoupage on the aprons. But the paper itself will take it out. You cannot I have a back brace on, and what I did was I put it underneath my sweater so I couldn't do what I always do. And you know, when the going gets tough, I take it off. So now that it's under my sweater, I can't take it off because I'm on here with you guys. I like your ring. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's like an old time corset for sure. So anyways, this paper, you cannot rip it. You can scrunch it up and do all the things. You can wash it. You can paint it. You can cut it. You can put it through anything you want. And it's indestructible. So what I wanted to do was I thought it would be really cute to make this like a sign of sorts. I don't know if I want it to be a welcome sign or what, but the reason why I want to use the stone paper, and this is what I was talking about, I kind of shot myself in the foot because I didn't do anything with this sooner, is I want to... Troy, no, absolutely not. Who left the controls on the stove? Absolutely not. Oh my God, Troy, you're going to give me a heart attack. Whoever left those controls on the stove is going to get a whooping. Okay. Now I think I just broke a sweat. You know when you have a gas stove and it goes... That's what I just heard. Sorry, I screamed in the mic. Sorry, Mike. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, the reason why I said I shot myself in the foot is because I wanted to cut out the houses and decoupage them on the stone paper because I then want to cut the windows and the doors and prop them up. So I want to pull them out and prop them up. The windows, the doors, some other elements, the butterflies. And it's kind of funny because I really felt like what Chris was talking about. I was sitting there on the live in the comments going, huh. Oh, well. Great minds think alike. I don't care if it looks like I'm copying Chris. I love Chris to death. We're great friends. So anyway, so that's what I want to do. This dude is on timeout because he just about gave me a heart attack. Anywho, Nanny. Hi, Tina. They are pain now. I am scared to wear mine with an aneurysm near your spleen. Holy guacamole. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Barb. Wow. I don't even understand an aneurysm on your spleen. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to be praying for you, sister. Okay, so I am going to just cut these out. No rhyme, no reason. And then we're going to decoupage them on the stone paper. And then we're going to cut them. I have my handy dandy little knife here. We're going to cut them. We're going to prop them up. You guys will see what I mean in just a minute. I don't like cutting like this, though, when I'm doing something like this. I'm going to get out my litter. I don't have cats, so I'm not going to get out litter. But I am going to get out my little Fiskars trimmer. Was I not speaking English like the last few days? I'm confused. I mean, I know I don't speak English very well anyways, but I promise English is my first language, kind of. All right. Sir. And I don't know exactly how many houses we're going to get on this little board, but we'll get as many as we can and prop up as much as we can. So, gee, Maniz, do you have eyes? Like, can you see? I think you can, right? You can see. Life is really changing. Oh, cuggly muggly. All right, so I will tell you, if you're putting rice paper in a paper cutter, do not do this. You have to be intentional. Otherwise, it will not want to cut properly because it is rice paper. So, you know, I'm not trying to manhandle my Fiskars or anything, but I'm doing that because when you try to be too gentle when you're cutting through rice paper, you end up like tearing it. I'm glad you heard the igniter or the stove before anything could happen. Yeah. Hey, Nicole. Yeah, all I heard was tit, 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 tit. And the thing is I don't leave the knobs on the stove. I pull the knobs off and I put them on the very top shelf. So whoever used the stove last left the knobs on. And of course, Troy was gonna make him something. I don't know. Y'all know he loves to make him something when I'm live because he thinks I can't get to him. All right, so I actually think that I want to take some of these too, but for right now, we're going to work with a couple of these. And so what I'm talking about when I say I want to pop up the windows and the doors, I want to pop up that, and that, the 3 here. But we're not limited to doing that. So I might also pop up a couple of other things. But the first thing we got to do is get this down first. So we're just going to use our decoupage varnish and glue. And I'm trying to figure out if I want, well, I'm not going to do that right now. What I was going to say is I'm trying to figure out if I want all to, never mind. Just, good Lord, have mercy. Thanks for the stars. Was that Nicole? It's always Nicole. She's always sending me stars, and she doesn't have to do that. I'm pretty sure it was probably Nicole, right? Yep, it's Nicole. Thank you, Nicole. Hi, Kim. Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, who gave you the brace and told you to wear the brace, Charlotte? Because I'm kind of thinking you probably shouldn't if you have an aneurysm on your spleen, because I mean, of course you can adjust how, like I can loosen it, it's Velcro. But the whole purpose is for it to cinch you. So for me, because when I'm in pain, I do this. And that's no good. It's even more painful when I do that, when I hunch like that. So, you know, it keeps you postured, your posture upright and straight like it's supposed to be. But yeah, I just, if you have an aneurysm on your spleen, I'm probably thinking that's not good to put that on there. Oh, words are always hard for me, Kim. Nothing's changed. I have 2 aneurysms, one on my right. I need to find a vascular surgeon. No one has said I needed to see one, but my girl said I do. Oh, okay. Hi, Melissa Joins. Hi, Joey. Hi, Cheryl. We are going to do something on this sign, but we're going to do it very 3D. So bear with me for a minute. We are just going to kind of haphazardly put these on there. So I'm just using decoupage varnish and glue. And we're going to try our best to save as much real estate on the stone paper as we can. Anybody who ordered the new collection from me and you comboed that with some paints, I didn't start shipping your order until this week, because like we talked about with the cold, I did not want it sitting in the post office or wherever, in UPS or FedEx or wherever it was going to sit over a long weekend, since Monday was a holiday. So you either will have gotten confirmations within the last day or two, or you will receive them today. I don't know what's in this, but it's driving me nuts. Okay, so as you can see, it's going down. If you haven't used stone paper before, let me know. And I will tell you. Hi, Pops. Yeah, I know. You know what you would have done, right? You would have tried to make you those bulldog noodles, and your mouth would have been on fire. I don't have a phone case for you today because. All right. So let's see if we can get this all on one. And then, hold on, Pops. Because I know I'm not going to need a lot of the flowers and stuff right now. So I'm just going to force it all on the one. I haven't used stone paper for. Hi, Rochelle. Oh my gosh, you guys. I have done some amazing. Here, let me show you. Let me put this here so you guys can see it. I have done some amazing things with stone paper, and like I said, you can wash it, you can punch through it, you can put it through a die cutting machine. I have printed on it. So there is a ton that you can do with stone paper, and it is literally indestructible. You cannot rip it. I laugh because I did have a friend that was like, "You can't rip it, see?" And she ripped it, and I was like, "Okay, Hulk Hogan." Um, and everybody was stunned. So I don't know what. I don't know how. But it was it was the funniest doggone thing because it was live and she ripped it and everybody was like, "I'm sorry, what just happened? How did you do that?" So all right, this house is going to get cut off if I do that, so I'm actually going to overlap it a little bit onto this, which is no big deal, but it's amazing stuff. I would like to bring it into the store. However, it's not in the store just yet. Okay, because actually I haven't used it in a really long time, which has been really sad. But when I seen these papers, I already had an idea of what I wanted to do with it, and I thought of stone paper right away. And that's why I was saying, like, I kind of, after waiting so long and seeing what everybody was doing, I was like, "Oh, we were all on the same wavelength." But that's cool. Yeah, you can dye it. You can make it look like leather, which I have done. I have done a journal before and made it look like leather. Carol, thank you so much for the stars. I've got to find some of that stuff, you guys, and show you because it's pretty amazing. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is just probably we'll cut some of these houses out. I'm going to get some of my stuff over here really quickly because we need to do a lot of popping up. Oh, we need to change this blade too. What I'm trying to decide right now is if I want to cut them out first. You guys know I can't stand the fussy cut. I really can't. And when Chris was talking on Saturday and she was like, "Oh, I just love fussy cutting," I was like, I thought we were soul sisters, Chris. I'm just kidding. All right, so I wrap my blades like this because I have littles, doggies, and I don't want them going in my trash. So I think we will, unfortunately, fussy cut first. I hate fussy cutting. I hate it. If I wasn't live with you guys, I would put this on my scan and cut and tell it where to cut and let it go, honestly. You have a banana. You have Ready Whip. Okay. What would you like first? The banana? Here you go. Here's your Nana. Here's your Nana. I know, Troy. You're just using an excuse to come over here so you can ask me for a phone case. Here, Nana and Whip. That's a lot in your mouth at one time. Thanks, Mom. All right. Here, I need you to grab this. Oh, look at your face. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm wiping your mouth. I'm wiping your mouth. No. I don't want the banana. Please. Even though it's on stone paper, I don't want to wash the stone paper. Oh, you okay. Beat it, kid. Make like Michael Jackson and beat it. All right. Let's cut out. Oro. What? What? I want that TV tray there. Quit bossing me. So bossy. This other stuff here, I am going to Well, it's on stone paper, so we can use it again. I hate fussy cutting. I hate it so much. Not to mention that I'm left-handed, and cutting when you're left-handed is just not the business. See, because the paper gets in the way, you see? Or it's not really the paper, I guess. It's my hand that gets in the way. But we'll make quick work of it because I don't like fussy cutting, so I gotta, get myself out of this miserable time as fast as I can. So how do you like them apples? Just because I don't like the fussy cut doesn't mean I can't. All right. So now the houses are a little like wonky, which is really cool. They're not like straight edges, not all of them, right? So I like that. What are you guys saying? Where did the paper come from? Is it Roy Syked? Is it Roy Cycle? I think is what you. No, this is Decoupage Queen's last release that came out on Saturday. It's Lynne Brundage collection, Cottages, and there's 8 papers. All right, more flowers because I love fussy cutting so much. So the trick is, when you don't like fussy cutting, to not move your scissors. I have learned that, right? You move the paper. So yeah. Which before I used to try to move the scissors all the time. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to play with, like I said, these pop-outs. And I thought it would be cute if we can like even put stuff in the pop-outs, but we'll see how much room. We probably won't have too much. Hi, hello. Hi, Mary Sharkey. Troy, can you take your Ready Whip off of my desk before somebody gets really confused as to like if that's like the hottest new crafting accessory? Oh, okay, let's not and say you did. Why do you always have to find all the dangerous things? Eh? Don't huff and puff out of me. Of course I'll clean your glasses because I'm your mom. And why not? But then you walk away. Here's your glasses. All right. So let me just do this. Like, so when can you see? If we go like this. Hi, Lisa. I'm going to put my Cottages papers on a bread box I've been saving. I can't wait. Oh my gosh. Hi, Jackie Bates. It is so, can you guys see? I'm trying to rip it. You can't rip it. If you guys can see, the rice paper is actually ripping on the stone paper. It's trying to rip apart, but the stone paper will not rip. It's pretty amazing. Okay, I need to get my self-healing mat because I'm impatient. And should I do all the houses at one time? Yeah. Am I going to? No. Oh, not that one. That's the janky one. Okay, sir, what we're going to do is, and I don't think I want to cut them totally out. I think what I want to do is, that's not good. Let's use the Tim Holtz because it has the cutting edge. So I think we're just going to cut the 3 sides. Possibly. Maybe not. We might cut the entire thing out. I'm so ahead of myself because this isn't even painted or anything. Okay, we're gonna have to cut all of it out because I can't stand white edges, so we've got to get rid of all of those white edges. Oh, Trevor, where did you put my stamps at? Hold on a minute. I just thought of something. Oh my banana daiquiris. Where did this kid put all of my Tim Holtz paints? I mean, pads. Hold on a minute. Where could they be? As if you guys know and we're here. Nope, that's Lindy's. Nope, that's Lindy's. Nope, that's overflow. Oh, I can't stand when people mess with my stuff. That's Feedy's. Oh, this is really... Because, let's think about this for a minute. Oh, ahoy, matey. I've hit the mother load. Oh my goodness, I just wish people wouldn't mess with my stuff. You know, what's the who is it when she's going, don't touch my stuff? That's how I feel when people mess with my stuff. Okay, so I think I am going to cut the whole thing out and then we'll pop up that and then we will do some glazing on those. Okay, Terry, focus because you still have like 4 houses to do. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm Poseidon. So we'll cut the 3rd part in a minute because you guys know if I cut that right now, I'm going to lose that window. Because that's just who I am. But see, like this bigger window, I'm thinking, why couldn't we cut it? I'll show you. Onyx. I want to do it like this. Okay, so, right? And then when we put it back, because I'm going to cut the bottom, but when we put it back, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Never mind. We won't do that one. Okay, hold on. Hold, please. That's what happens when you get too excited. All right, let's do the other houses. Oh, what are you guys saying? Hi, Gert. Oh, I'm going to put, I have my little pop-ups. Hi, Sybil. Oh, it's not about labeling. It's about them being moved from where they were. If you can see, they have glass fronts, so I can see through it. It's just the fact that they are completely moved from where they were. Okay, where do we want to start with this one? Troy just got super excited for some reason. hope it's not because there's a delivery outside, because I really don't have a case for him today. Yesterday it rained so hard, and then whenever I have to drive to the next town to get I know, Troy, to get Trevor, even though it's literally, it takes me, I don't know, about 35-40 minutes to get to him. As soon as I enter the next town over, it's like the weather is always worse there. So it was already raining pretty hard when we left here yesterday, and then, hey, no, that's my house. And then when we got into the town where Trevor works, holy guacamole, you couldn't even see. It was almost as bad as it being foggy and trying to drive in the fog, but this time you've got all that rain and no. I don't need you to fussy cut for me. Take a hike. I said beat it, kid. I got it. Seriously, I got it. I know you see scissors and you're like so pumped up to do something. But, and then, you know, the big rigs that have an empty load, whenever the weather is bad like that, I feel like they sway more. You can always tell when a big rig has an empty load because they're swaying more and more into your lane and out of your lane. It was just like a big cluster yesterday trying to go get Trevor. I was getting very mad. But what do you do? I said just beat it, would you? Just quit messing with my stuff. Don't touch my stuff. Quit touching my stuff. And then today, this morning, it was like a big fake because the sun was out for a minute. And now it's yucky again. It's probably going to rain by the time I go get him. Hopefully it's just normal rain. Okay. So we got that one. I'm trying to use my brain. Yeah, he did. He went on, just went crazy. Oh my God, I lost connection. I went to FB. Nope, not there. Found you here. It's been a day. Yeah, well, that's always the book, though. All right. So let's do this. And I want to that's not a half though. I want to split one of these windows. Well, we will do it whenever we put it on. But I want to split one of them. I don't know which one, but we're going to split one of them. What I mean split is like, you know, have it open here. I'm trying to but that window is a full window. I could have probably done it with that one or this one here, but it's got the like porch pillars, so I think that looks weird. Should I see how this one looks if we split it? Let's just see. Who's gonna tell us no? Let's take it down to here, maybe. And then, ooh, look at me. I get to pull out some things that I haven't used in forever. forever and ever and ever. Okay, I'm just gonna get my score pal for a minute, and then where are you? Now, why did somebody take my... I guess I'll just use this one. I kind of... Oh, there. I want one. I don't want such a fat tip because it's kind of small here. So I am going to take and score that right there and score it right here. So that way it will bend. See, how cute would that be if we like put something behind there when we open the windows? Okay, we need to release some tension on this one. I realize I'm not on my mat. It's okay. Oh, I think that would be super cute. Don't you guys? Now I kind of wish we would have done that to all the windows, but that's okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I'm getting beside. Hey, Troy, you need to come put your glasses on, son, before your eyes get red. I am so surprised she's cutting that out in so much detail. Hi, my Ashley. Look at that smirk. Yeah, he's always got a smirk on his face when he's doing something crazy to me. I used to worry about my son when he was young. He drove a line truck on some pretty bad roads. Oh, a line truck? Ay. Look, I'm especially on, probably on a lot of the freeways, but freeway, interstates, whatever you guys call them, highways, freeways, interstates, the big rigs, you know, they're big, and you know, you got to give them room, and I'm always courteous to them, and I don't slam on my brakes when I'm right in front of them, knowing that they can't stop as fast as you. In saying that, it drives me nuts when people are not courteous to the big rigs, because good Lord, one wrong move and it can cause so much havoc. Any accident can cause havoc, but I see that, son. But the thing, okay, now I see that it has little antenna. I'm not cutting that. Y'all, no. I'm not doing it. Troy, you need help? You're hilarious. You know, if you use two hands, you could get your glasses on real easy. The bunny and the butterflies we will also take. All right, see how... So we're going to have to take some of these flowers, but there's no clear line. Hold on. I'm going to figure out what I'm doing here. All right. Fussy cut. Who? All right. Oh, look at this is going to be a good one to do because this one already has shutters. And maybe we could do it with that one. I think all three of these we can do that with. It would be really cute to pop that up out of there. All right, so let's do that to all of these. And then we'll figure out what to do to the board, because I think the board... Hey, don't cut that, Terry. What are you doing? Did I cut all of it? I did. Okay. And then we'll just have to cut into the roses there, or whatever those flowers. They're make-believe. And then we'll make score marks on that before I try to fold it open. And then I'll do these three will be like shutter windows, and then the other ones will just pop up the window. And I'm kind of almost thinking about putting lights behind them. This one I think will cut all the way out. I don't think we'll make that one like that. I think we'll... Again, I'm just going to cut the 3 sides on these for right now. I'll cut the bottom part when we're closer to putting them on the board, because I'll definitely lose it if I do that now. All right, and then let's score the 2 here. No, it was given to me, Sue. The ownership was given to me for me to do, but it's not set up right, because it's, instead of a one-way communication, she set it up as a 2-way communication. Hi, Tanya. So what that means is, like, it's more of like a chat one, and I don't want to deal with that, because... Did I score this? No, because it's not opening. Because that means, I mean, I love you guys and all, but I don't want... It's a Telegram. I don't want to send out messages and then get a bunch of messages back. So it needs to be set up differently. It's set up as like a regular, like, talk back and forth thing, if you know what I'm saying. All right, so these 2 will be little shutters, and then we're gonna find, I have a bunch of cute little things that we can stick behind there or stick in there. All right, so let's get... I'm thinking maybe we do that with one of the doors, make one of the doors open, maybe on this one, since all of the windows are opening, or they're going to be popped up. On this one, I think we'll open this door. So let's get this one out. And again, this is on the stone paper, so I'm going to take that butterfly later, the bunny. We'll probably take this too. And then I'll show you guys how... well, if you scrapbook, you already know how to make them look 3D. I'm trying to decide what I want here. No, I don't want any of that. So I'm just going to come in like this. All right. And if you fussy cut a lot, you probably are like, oh my Lord, why is she using such big scissors? But I just find, like I said, I can open the scissors, and before I close them all the way, I've gotten through most of, this one side. Whereas too, if I'm using the baby scissors that most normal people use to fussy cut, it's actually harder for me. many of you guys like to fussy cut? And how many are like me and can't stand it? And look at, I'm just like cursed myself because of all of these flowers up here. Whose hand hurt? Whose back hurt? Come on now. Also, I'm sure I don't have to tell you this, but if for some reason you do get an order from me and something is not right with your products, if your products are not creamy and, you know, they look off to you, just message me and I will replace them and ship them out. Ship you replacements immediately. I will tell you that it's been nerve-wracking shipping orders with paints, anything water-based, with the weather the way it is. Just know that there's going to be somebody who's got something, their area is freezing or something. All right. Oh, man, I'm going to have to cut all of that. Hi, Megan. Yeah, so I put this all on stone paper, Stamperia stone paper, and we are cutting, we're going to cut them all out and pop them up. So that's why, like, literally, I know that's probably scary to you guys, but we are going to make these things so super 3D that it's going to be pretty cool. All right. Oh, I hate fuzzy cutting. We're almost done. I'm sure you guys just love, this is probably like, you know, equivalent to watching paint dry. But we're almost there. We're almost there. I'm going to actually keep that entire walkway. And then all right, and then I am going to actually cut that little piece out of that. And we're going to round, we're going to take the point out of that flower, number one, and cut out this little bush here. All right. All right, so we're going to keep all of our scraps that's on the stone paper because we're going to take a lot of that and pop that up as well. And then let's take these couple, I think, like I said, we're going to open this door here. So this would be the hinge side since the little handle is right there. Let's take the score pal away for a minute and then let's cut this side. And then I'm going to freehand cut this because it's got just the tiniest arch. It's not a big arch. All right, and then we'll use the score pal to open that door. We'll score that side, and then these windows, I think we'll open the windows as well. What am I doing? Going rogue? I'm going rogue. So let's do this. 1 and 1. And then the same thing, there's just the tiniest arch that's on these windows. So I think I'm going to do it from the arch up here. And I probably have to go higher with my to open it. Okay, and then let's break them. We'll take it. Again, it's just a tiny, you probably can't even see it with looking at it, but it's just got the slightest arch. All right, let's make sure that I cut it all the way through, and then we'll put it on the score pal and score it so that they can open properly. Okay, I think those are ready. That's definitely ready. All right, let's put it back on the score pal, and then we'll score the 2 windows. I'm trying to find the groove of this. I can't put it up against here because it's not straight. Jack, quit licking. Please, killing me, Smalls. All right, let's open that up. I don't scrapbook, I need education. Hi, Lori. I have been waiting for spring to order. It's really scary, especially when you're just a small business, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I, of course, am going to, no questions asked, if you guys have frozen product, I'm going to replace it immediately. But, you know, that then is like, you know, frozen money, right? Everybody loses, but it is what it is. We'll get through it. There we go. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And then, like I said, all right. So the first thing we got to do is, okay, pasta sauce. Don't do that, please. No, you have a ton there. I'm not going to reprint them. All right. So we have all 4 houses. Before hey, did you just hit me? Troy? Now you're really not getting what you want. No, sirree, Bobby. We don't play that here. I'm sorry, you mistaked me for somebody. Yeah, I know. You want me to print you orders, but you've got a stack of them in your hands. Okay. I don't like white edges. If ever you have seen me do anything with paper before, you will know that white edges are not the business. I don't like them. I think he's lost his mind, y'all. Hey, what is that? Troy actually used to have a really big problem hitting before. I think that has a lot to do with frustration. Obviously, you know, he can't communicate when he's mad, obviously, not in a way like we can, where we can use our words. So it's been quite a few years, but he used to hit a lot, and it would make me nervous because I was like, good Lord, he's going to go into class and he's going to hit somebody or whatever. And then it just stopped. Every now and again, that'll happen where he gets frustrated and he doesn't get his way and he smacks me like that. But usually he gets a very stern talking to after he does that. But again, we're live, so we'll behave. I have been in the mood to fussy cut. Really? I know a lot of folks say like it's super relaxing. I don't know. Maybe if I was right-handed, you know, maybe I wouldn't mind so much. I'm ambidextrous, but there are two things I cannot switch to my right hand to do, and that is writing and cutting. I cannot switch to my right hand. Anything else I can switch and use my right hand for, but I cannot with those two things. I bowl with my right hand. I play baseball. I bat right-handed. When I was playing volleyball, I served with my right hand. So I don't know, just weird things that I can't. In those things, I can switch to my left side, but I was always stronger and more accurate with my right side, which is, you know, whatever. Nick just came home. Oh, yeah. And you see with this stone paper, I'm manhandling it, and it's gonna always bounce back. So, oh, this one doesn't do that. Oh yeah, this does. Again, I don't want to see any white edges anywhere. No, they don't know how to do that. I know I get frustrated when I'm trying to explain something to someone and they aren't getting it, so I can totally understand. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's the only time, I mean, I don't like when he hits me at any time, but I really don't like when he hits me in public or like because I don't want people to get the impression that that's what he does is just like, you know, smacks me or he's like, you know, he's not behaved or anything like that, because that's not him. He's not like that. He just gets to a point where he's like, okay, well, I'm frustrated. And then he does that. Unless you're Trevor and Trevor makes him mad, then he's always smacking his little brother. I laugh, but it's not funny because Trevor knows he can't hit him back. And I tell Trev, you know, you might be bigger than him, but he's your big brother, so he'll command respect in one way or another. You don't give it to him. Okay. I'm almost thinking that, like, I want to open this door and open that window. How cute would that be to open the door and the window? You guys tell me if that's too much now. But, all right, so we have kind of our houses again on these windows that are like this. We're going to cut the bottom and pop those up. And we might do some lights. I don't know. All right, so we have that. Let's get our board. And this is archival. This is the distressed archival ink. Make sure you don't use the water activated one like I almost did a second ago. Okay. And then we'll cut out other elements after we figure out what we're doing exactly on here. This is our lifters. Okay, so it's gonna be so cute. All right, on here, let's get this painted white first because I think I want to just put down one of the backgrounds on here. I love the backgrounds. So let's just get this painted. You guys know I don't use my good paint when I'm just going to decoupage over it. So this is my Waverly plaster. Oh my gosh, Rochelle, I forgot about that. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Yes. And Rochelle is she may have liked to fussy cut at one time. But that time has since gone. Okay, so now because this is beveled so many times, we've got to do something really cool with painting these bevels. So I will just go ahead and paint it all white for right now. Because I can see the fibers lifting. We're going to have to sand anyways. But I'm thinking we can do something really cute with the bevels as far as painting, what colors to paint them. The wood is not smooth here at all. See how the paint, it's hard to paint right there. Albeit I have not put more paint on my brush, but still. It's fine. Hi, Joanne, how are you? I think if we prop these up enough, we should be able to put fairy lights behind the houses. I think we'll have to see. And to be honest, because I'm decoupaging is why I'm painting this white. But if we were going to put the houses right on there because it was on that stone paper, I wouldn't even have to paint it white first. But thank you for sprinkling. Hi, Chris. I am working on the what the heezy weezy? The Cottages release. How does that happen when I don't even touch the camera? We've cut out the windows and done some distressing on them, and we're going to put them on here and do some fun things with them. So, but I'm painting like a maniac apparently, so trying to. I cannot be like Ashley, but I can be a little cleaner. Holy guacamole. Oh, I know I hit the camera right then, but the other time I didn't hit it. All right, let's dry this, sand back those icky fibers. And no, Sue, I'm not taking anything out of inventory. This is all my own. Maybe, if I can find it. If I can't, then I will be taking it out of inventory. Ha! I finded it. I finded it. I love them too. How are you, Gert? I know you guys know. Yeah, sure. No, I'm serious. I know you guys know him well enough to know that he's not like that, but you know. Hobby Lobby. It is 16-inch innkeeper sign. Oh God, it feels so icky. It's almost as bad as like the microfiber towels when it's all lifted like that. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. So as always, a 320. The ends are very much not sanded like the other edges. So okay, pasta sauce. I know, son, but not every day. I know you want me to have a phone case for you every day, but I don't. All right, so let's get the vacuum. Vacuum. Hold on, y'all. It's upside down. I put it on upside down like a knob. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Sorry for the noise. Sorry. Okay. Okie dokie, artichoke. Now let's look at an A3. And I'm pretty sure I want to either use that one or that one. Right? Yeah. I love this color, but we're going to do something else with this. So you guys tell me. And yes, I know that the text is going to be going the wrong way. I don't care about that. But should we use the pink stencil background, or should we use the spring paper scrap? I'm almost thinking that this might be too busy, but you guys tell me. Hi, Liz. A 60 what? Where did you buy your board? Hobby Lobby. I answered that. Sweet Cottages company showed up. Dang, I missed the project. Oh, Kim, it's okay. The nerve, people coming over when you're watching crafting. What are you eating? What were you eating? You never stay down here this long unless you're eating.
Salad. I don't want to carry up there and carry back down.
The chicken salad? The chicken salad?
No, the Habit's chicken salad.
A Habit chicken salad? Rude.
I went to the gas station. I was like, huh, that was good.
A gas station salad?
I was at the gas station and I was pumping gas and I was like, oh, it's not the Habit. That shit sounds good.
Oh, okay.
Because it was fuego.
I think so too, Rochelle, right? Too much because we already have that. So this, okay. I really do not like that song, just FYI. Your fuego muy caliente can go fuego somewhere else. Oh, look at that. We can get all of that on there and not even have to have you going like this to read that if you want to. Okay, and no, I like to make things difficult. yes, I could just cut that portion off, but I never do that. I work with the entire paper because I'm just hard-headed like that. What do you want?
Move up this package up to Blake real quick.
To Blake?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of them porch.
There's a package on the porch?
Not anymore. It was on the porch.
Oh, okay.
Was.
Love you. Drive safely. Yeah, you go play your Fuego song. No, do not get me copyright strikes, please. They don't like me as it is. They strike me for everything. All right, let's talk about brush care for a minute. This is one of my favorite brushes, and I don't know what's happening. Well, I know what's happening, but we haven't talked about brush care in a long time. You guys know I'm the harper of you should wash your brushes every night. Your water container for your brushes that you throw your brushes in after you're done crafting. Okay, I get that not everybody likes to wash their brushes every night. I get that. However, your water bucket should not carry more water in it than here. If in your water bucket right now, your water goes up to here, or God forbid, your water goes up to here, and you don't wash your brushes every night, you are going to ruin all of your brushes. That water gets up into the ferrule, which is this area here, which is where your glue is. And when you're letting it soak in your water and you don't wash it every night, and maybe you're a weekly or a monthly washer, you're going to lose brush hairs, okay? They're going to come out. You're going to ruin your brushes. So if you have your water bucket, go look at your bucket and make sure your water does not come up past your ferrules. Okay, please, I beg of you. Okay, I'll stop harping on you now.
Talk about squeegee here too.
What?
Talk about squeegee here too.
Squeegee care is do not give it to Nick, and then it'll be great. That's how squeegee care works, because he likes to bondo your squeegee, your beautiful squeegee. Why are you laughing? You poop head. This is not a laughing matter. I take my tools very seriously. I covet my tools. All of my gadgets and gadgets are very important to me. Thank you kindly. I can reject orders on my website. Lucky for you, I can pull my own order. Why are you awake? You're supposed to be asleep. Why are you harassing me? Híjole. Maybe that's why all my brushes coming off the handles. Yep. Halfway up my brush. Oh my God, you're killing me. Leave your brushes in water for a week or more wet. Yep, I'm obsessed with washing my brushes. As soon as I'm done with them, Gert, you're after my heart. Habit chicken salad. Yes, he did. You're running to your brushes right now. Please, you guys, I'm being very serious. You guys know I have more gadgets and gadgets than probably most normal people. But your most important tools, your brushes, yeah, you guys, if that water is going past that ferrule, you're doomed. You're doomed. And if you're like, oh, Terry, I always have a bucket full of water and that never happens to me, bite your tongue, because I promise you it's going to happen. And it'll probably happen to your most favorite brush. Yes, you could make your life easier and cut the paper. I know. I don't like making my life easy. You all know that by now. Where did that paper you have on the screen come from? Kim, the new release that just happened. on Saturday. It's Decoupage Queen. It's from Lynne Brundage, her L&J Goods, her new collection with Decoupage Queen. It's on my website. You can get all of the papers your heart desires. This one is called Pink Stencil Background. Cállate. But you guys know, like, I also am not one, like, I hear people, what is that? I hear people say, oh, this brush is for this and this brush is for that. I don't have designated brushes. All my brushes are workhorses because I take care of all of my brushes all the same. So I can put this in something that has solvent and it'll be ready to go tomorrow because I will clean it properly and get all the solvent out and it's all good to go. I don't have designated brushes for, I guess I fib. I do have one that is for my molds for the baby oil because I have to like scrunch that brush up and mistreat it. It breaks my heart, but so I do have one brush that I mistreat, but it has to because we got to get it in all the crevices. All right, I always work in sections. You do you. If you want to put your decoupage varnish and glue on the entire surface and put it down all at one time, you do what your heart desires. I don't like it that way because I don't like any wrinkles. I don't like any shrinkling. All right, let's change this Mama Jamma and get a new Mama Jamma. And I will cut. What are these baby nubs doing here? I will cut right here because whenever I use the gator, it's not going to come all the way out here. So I'll cut a little bit. I'll cut a little bit. How do you feel about leaving your solvent-based brushes in oil? I do know that people do that. They condition their brushes and they put it in oil. Again, watch how the level of the oil, but the oil's not going to, oil and water is not going to hurt your brush unless you have it all the way up to the ferrule. Oil especially, because oil will break down that glue very quickly. But I don't use oil to clean my solvent. I use 99.9% isopropyl alcohol. But I do know people use oil to clean and condition their brushes. I don't have to condition my brushes because I clean them every night. But I do know that that's a thing, and it's not a bad thing by any means to condition your brushes. Just make sure you get all of that oil out, obviously, before using them. I swear, this is the most satisfying part of decoupaging. When you get to gator off the excess. All right. Alrighty then. Oh, that is so pretty. You could actually even do this and put like hooks on it and have like a key holder or jackets or like, pot holders or something like that. I think that would be really pretty. Look at this. I'm trying to slice my thumb off or something. Hello. Okay, let's put a little bit on the top and get down all of these edges. found it on Facebook? You found what did you find on Facebook? And I will do this step after I gator, because when you're making the paper wet and then you try to use your gator, you're just going to rip it. So, and also, I don't know if you guys can see it. You can see it a little bit. Right here is yellow. I didn't get anything on the rice paper. Sometimes your rice papers will have like small imperfections. That was part of the rice paper. It's not a big deal to me. But if you ever see like a little spot or like that, the yellow, or sometimes when they're really dark like this, you can't see the imperfections, but there's little imperfections in paper, period, right? So that's what that yellow is right there. It's just an imperfection that's in the rice paper. It's not like a big deal. Okay. Sir, we'll dry that, and then we'll look at our houses on there and decide what color. I almost want to do trying to decide this color here. There's 3 bevels here. You guys can see it. There's 3, 1, 2, 3 bevels. I want to paint each bevel a different color. Not like I just want to paint the bevels. So it didn't necessarily mean 3 different colors. So but I'm trying to figure out what color to paint them. My Facebook page. It's okay. No problem. All right, let's look at some colors. I'm almost wondering if sorry, stuff's falling over here, you know. I'm almost wondering if I want to paint them a metallic or if I want to paint them a matte. That's what I'm tussling with right now. Don't ask me why I grabbed compact powder, but I did. Or do I want to just paint them pretty? Hi, Sandy Clean. Did I say hi to you? A matte color? You think it should all be matte? And not like... See, I think these are going to be too pink, and that's going to be too coppery. So I don't think we can use the metal mattes. And I think the pearls are too... The pearls are not speaking to me. I'll tell you what, nothing is really speaking to me, which is kind of sad. That's punch. Let's look at punch. I'm almost wondering if I'm gonna have to mix. Golly, I'm always having to mix colors, y'all. I know punch probably looks close to you guys, but it is not close, actually. I'm looking at the book to see what it looks like. French country green or blue. I'm almost thinking that maybe we use the wall crackle and crackle the outside of this. But I don't know now. What do you guys think? Should we paint the bevels or should we crackle it? Hi, Chris. Maybe green to match the flowers. Like the country greens and the country blues. Like those colors. Like the country colors. I'm finding it very, you know what it is? Let me dry this. I don't want to put the houses on there because they're not dry and I'm just being a bonehead. Hold on. They're blue. It's like a navy blue color. Deborah asked the same thing. It's like a navy blue color, but we're not going to see a whole lot of that once we get the houses on there. Hi, Georgiana. Are the roof colors same as what is on the paper? Maybe the color would look. The roof, these roofs, they're all different. That's why I was saying I was being a bonehead and not drying this to get the houses on there so we can see what colors would look good. Hi, Helen. All right. So in no specific order, let's get these on there and we can see this one. I'm saying in no specific order and then I'm moving them around like crazy. We've got to fussy cut that edge. That's too straight of an edge. Do you guys see that? It looks wonky. Like all of a sudden just a straight edge is hanging out like, hello, Terry. Bum, 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 bum. That's better. Better. All right, that's better. Okay, so. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so cute once we pop everything up. All right. So you guys are saying, what about the country colors? So these are the country colors. That's country green and country blue. Another one that I really love is country rose, and it's a barely there pink. Ooh. Thank you. You like this color on the roof, the third roof. Oh, this color? You like the contrast of that color? All right. Okay, dokie, artichoke. All right, we have got to Mixy. I don't know why I always put out so much of the dark color because we're never going to need that much. But Terry does not know how to not put out the whole doggone bottle practically. So we're taking that country blue and we're mixing it to that color. I don't know if you guys can see it. Country green and pink. Do you like it the way it is with no color? Really, Jackie? With no color at all on here? By golly, George, I think we got it. All right. Gotta do a little chemistry when you're a crafter. Oof. Did you adhere the houses to the surface? Did you adhere the houses to some other? Yes, to stone paper. Stone paper, because we are going to make these houses plump. See, look at that. But we've got to do the backs of them first. Actually, let's do a little bit of something. Okay, so what these need to be. It really irritates me that we can't. You know what I should do is play the approved music. I mean, I pay for Epidemic Sound every month. I should be. Actually, I could just wear my earbud and play music in my head, in my ear. Because although I'm talking to you, it's very quiet for some reason here right now. I don't think the surround sound is turned on. Oh, yes, I love. So you see now, look, can you see? And actually, we need to do this. Okay, put that back, please. I'm going to do these reverse because I want them to go the other way. I don't even know if you guys can see it. Let me go like this. Can you see the height on the house? So, okay. I still need to figure out about the bevels around here, but I guess I'm going to put the houses down because I need to see if this paint is going to be okay down there. So let's take these off. Oh, no, we're not cutting on that. Where did you go? Where did my self-healing mat go? Sue? Oh, never mind. Okay, let's do this. All right, let's cut. ¿Qué donde? I just said I'm going to cut my finger off. Oh, there it is. Let's cut that out because the ones that are like this, we're cutting out. And then let's take our little... I don't know if we should cut this door too. Or is that... well, that one's going to be... I think we need to cut that door at least. All right, we'll cut that door. So this is the little house that has this window. So let's... I don't think one is going to be enough, but let's see. I don't know if I like one or two. I feel like there's no dramatics with it just having one. So we're going to put a second one on. Yep, that's better. Okay. So these will be 2. So this one is going to be a double as well. Where do we want to? Here? I guess so. All right. Let's get that one. And of course, we won't rely on the little stick of these. We will put heavy body gel on the bottom foam piece. I don't want them just coming off. It won't come off of the stone paper, but I don't want it to come off of the board. All right, that's that house. And that house is kind of, oh no. Oh, whoops. I cut this window too. Okay. You guys are just got really quiet. What you guys doing? You guys doing? You guys so quiet. Why are you so quiet? I just said it was quiet here, and then you guys got quiet. Bloop, bloop. Okay. Whoa. Whoa now. Whoa, Nelly. And I haven't had any caffeine today except for my drink that's right there, but I haven't even really drank. Hey, see? That's exactly what I don't want to happen. I haven't even drank that much of that drink. My hands are very shaky. I don't like it. because I'm not usually shaky, but today is a different day for some reason. Okay. Off with their heads. All right, so this house and this house, or this house is done, this house is done. These are popped out. That's got, and then this one was the last one. And I think we should open this door. So I actually think we should open this door and this window. I'm just going to freehand this because I'm tired of using the ruler. So I'm going to open this door and we will score it to open it. And then let's open. Should I open this? I think so. I'm going to open this window. I think it would be cute. And if you don't like it, you can always push it closed. Okay, let's score those really quickly so I can bend them without it getting all janky. I don't know where it is. Okay, let's score this too. All right, let's bend that back and bend that back. Oh, look at that. I think that is so cute. This project is giving me an 80s vibe. Oh, ooh, is that a bad thing? 80s? 80s. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Right here. Remember you had me open it for you at the beginning. And you took off as soon as you had me open your banana. All right, so all of those edges are good, right? Yes, and then this is the only window that needs to come out. Everything else has been done. I need you here for a minute, but not on the score, pal. I need you off for the score, pal. And I need you. All right, so now, if I would have thought about this, I wouldn't have done it like that because this window has flowers on it. So whenever we put this back in, we're going to have to get it pretty close to the window because the flowers are there and the window's not cut straight, which is not a big deal. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So now let's get our houses formed and down. So you need something, 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 something. 1980s decor. Oh. Ooh. 1980s decor. Yikes. We're going to have to bring that up into the current century. Okay. No, I need you, especially right now. All right. You're a dummy. You know what I almost feel like putting behind here is some like polyfill to make them I guess that we don't need to make them squishy because they're gonna sit like that. I don't think you guys can tell there's height on any of them, but I'll show you guys in a minute. Because I want them to be like 3D. So we're not going to put these flat on the board. I almost feel like taking that butterfly off. So Chris, this is usually I would do this like with flowers whenever I die cut. What the heck is your name? Onyx. Whenever I die cut flowers, this is what I would do to the petals, to curve the petals to make them, you know, to make it look real. So, Onyx. So I'm doing that to the houses in order to get them to lift off of the board, just to give them a 3D effect. But it's the Heartfelt Creations pad, and it's literally, it's like, it's for flowers. Those of you who scrapbook know what this is. But because it's on stone paper, the rice paper, because it's on stone paper, I can manipulate the rice paper so if you could see how it curves, it's curving up. And then now what I'll do is kind of take these leaves and curve them back the other way. I know it's hard to see, but I promise it'll look cute on the board. That's why I'm thinking I can get away with putting lights behind this, you guys. I seriously want to drill a hole probably here and put fairy lights. Since they have so much height, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, Troy. I'm pretty sure we can drill that hole. I will look and put the fairy lights back in here so that it will illuminate the, why do we have a straight hedge right here? Illuminate the windows. I think that would be really cute. Hi, Sandy Hinkleman. Heartfelt Creations. All right, so this is how it's going to, I'm going to put that down. Hold on just a second. I want to see. What time is it? It is time for me to go. Oh gosh. It's always time for me to go. It's always time for me to leave. That's okay. I'll drill a hole. Hi, Carol. There is a name for it. I can't think of what the heck it's called. But it's to shape like flowers and stuff. I swear. I complain about this every single time. Why can they just not wrap it in such a way that you pull one way and the whole strand comes apart nicely? Why does it do that? Every single strand. Aggravating. The more and more I think about it, after Jackie said that, I'm really leaning on cracking all of that. Oh my gosh, you guys. Come on, look at that. And then if we put something in the window, you guys know I have a bunch of gadgets and gadgets and little elements, but how cute would that be? So we need a light right there. And then another light. I will leave in just a minute. I'll get off. I know you guys have to go probably and go watch somebody else. So I will get off in just a second. I promise. I just want to see. I will. I'm going to open it right now. Oh my God. Come on. And then, see, because those are lifted. So like, that one doesn't necessarily need a light. But because I arched all of the houses. See, then I would do these down here to go in these. I think that just looks so cute. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get my drill out and I'm going to drill a hole, a small hole right here to feed the power supply in the back. Is this a style? Yeah, so it comes with three or four. There's like, I think, an even bigger one, so that way you can shape the flowers, you know, if you have tiny flowers, medium, larger, and it comes in a pack just like this. There, it actually looks like this, and then the stylus, the pieces are like at the bottom or something like that, but that's what it's called. There's a bunch of dies that I have. If you guys know what those are, there's a bunch of dies that Heartfelt makes that I absolutely love. I haven't, like, again, you guys know I did a bunch of scrapbooking, so that's why I have all these gadgets and gadgets. But yeah, so thank you. You guys like the lights? Okay, so that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to take the drill. I'm going to drill a small hole right into the board, and then feed this through, and then tomorrow what we'll have to do is just mess with, like how I scrunch the lights and stuff, to mess with where they go. And I'm probably going to, since there's so much lift I don't know if you guys can see, but see if I flatten it like this, there's so much lift from me doing that onto the Heartfelt Creations pad. I think what I'll do is probably attach the lights to the back of the houses, and then we'll put them down, and then that way it'll illuminate from the back. And I'm really leaning towards us cracking all of this and then just putting like something, you know, some type of antiquing gel or something through it. So, oh, is it? But I know that like you can still find something like this. It's just to shape your flowers. And if you have a thick enough pad, like you see how I was starting to do that on my self-healing mat, it's not the same thing. It's like I said, I haven't used Heartfelt in a long time. So if it's Heartfelt is closed, I didn't know. I've had this forever, but I have all their dyes and everything too. They're pretty. They're pretty. So yeah, I'm sure you can find it. It's just like I said, to shape flowers, but of course, you know, use your tools in different ways, because that's the fun part, is to find different ways to use things. So anyways, when we come back tomorrow, I think that's what we'll do. We'll crackle it. I'm gonna drill the hole so we don't have to wait for that. And yeah, so anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Some mouse pads may work. So let me show you the difference. So you see the dense, how it's dense, and then you see the mouse pad, how it's not the same. So if your mouse pad is thick, you might get it to work. But yeah, it just, there's something different. I don't know what sorcery is in this little thing, but this makes a big difference. So all right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. I don't know why the camera is in the way, but anyways, talk to you later.